Hey, everybody. Welcome to Lifegasm. I'm your host, Al. We're in studio tonight. We're doing a roundtable discussion. We have lovely at the host table. We have Lily Lightning, talent producer. Say hello.
Hello.
We have Andrew, our producer.
Back behind the new lights here.
Yep, we have new lights. We're professional. Getting more professional by the day. And we have Big G, our production assistant.
Hello.
Handsome.
Say hello. Handsome as always. Before we start, we're going to everyone get your favorite cocktail, mocktail, or smoketail. Ding.
Cheers.
Cheers. And you will need it tonight. Just don't drink and drive. Tonight's topic is power in a name. Power of your name. It's a lot of things. And what is in a name, really? This topic has been on my mind for a while because a lot of people don't talk about it. And I've read like really good articles about it. And it stems from me not liking my own name, which we'll get into later. But do names really define a person? And do they add assumptions and become a stereotype, basically? Do you have a stereotype connected to your name?
To that name.
Yeah, to that name.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, and I myself do it with certain people.
For sure.
Certain names, of course. I think we all do it, and we don't even realize it. And can it also... It does, I believe. Also, it reflects parental aspirations and cultural beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, 100%. And I think it influences how people perceive you and how you're treated by others in some cases.
Impression, absolutely.
Yeah, impression.
Yeah.
So studies say, I'm just going to give you a little study, say that names might suggest subtly that how individuals view themselves and their confidence level.
That makes sense.
Absolutely.
Identity.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, identity.
Absolutely.
Huge.
Mm.
So in some cultures, names are sacred. They're connected to their ancestors, which a lot of people are, obviously.
Sure.
Juniors.
And juniors, names handed down from your ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a big thing with a lot of people, a lot of cultures, a lot society, astrology, and or destiny.
Ooh.
Yeah, in a lot of cultures, it's like kind of a cool thing. There's also a lot of rituals in certain cultures that they have rituals for naming their naming their children, naming
like
their,
Italian women
at birth. Like some tribes might have a
tribes,
ritual, or coming of age. They have a ritual, and this is not only. It's all cultures, really.
Right,
Like you said,
right.
Italian. Italian. We have baptism. We have where you take on another
confirmation
name.
names. Yeah.
You take on an actual
names,
another
that's right, I
name,
forgot about
right?
that.
And that's and then we also have spiritual too. So I think that I don't know. It just interests me a lot. So that's why I want to just
We
talk
have
about.
our podcast names.
Here we go.
There we go.
I mean, Lifegasm. That's how I got Lifegasm.
Yeah.
Was try to embody everything about life and the little joy, that little
Orgasm.
epiphany. What's that?
Of life.
Epiphanic. What's that
Moment?
word?
Like the what?
That epiphany.
The
Moment that is, whether it be in your day, it's a few seconds, a minute, an hour, whatever it is.
Needed that.
And you have to find that every day.
Act like you've done production work. Speak into your mic if you want to say
My
something.
bad. You mean euphoric?
Euphoric.
Euphoric.
Well, no, I meant, euphoric. Yeah, euphoric is the word.
All right, Jay, you're out of here.
Thank you. Thanks, PA. You can stay over there.
Or just take the
Why are you
mic.
sitting? Oh, okay.
Take the mic with you, though.
Yeah, take the
Yeah.
mic with you. Take the
Yeah.
mic. Take the mic, Big G.
We got
Big G.
30 feet of cable back here.
Also, I think that there can be an identity shift with the name, like in the trans world, where they choose
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a whole nother.
they choose another name that they relate to,
It's a big deal.
and that's affirming to them.
Mhm.
That's huge.
And then also spiritual seekers always seek an
Their
alternate
spiritual
name,
name.
a
Mhm.
spiritual name.
Mhm.
And then, of course, we have artists, actors, artists, whoever. They choose a stage name, which they go by, which, is Madonna, Cher, whoever.
Right.
That
Yeah.
woman we
Well-
had on the podcast had a stage name.
Yeah, exactly.
Actress
Vanessa
who
Cloak
walked-
had
yeah,
it. Yeah,
Vanessa
she
Cloak,
has.
that's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
She has a spiritual name, and
Oh,
yeah. It was Delphinia.
Delphinia.
Delphinia. Yeah, she was cool.
Mhm.
Okay, so I think that here's my thing: the perception of your name. A lot of names can be racialized. Is that a word?
For
Racialized
sure.
and genderized
Yep.
and
Yes.
classed.
Right.
And here's a perfect, I think of, and it's so funny because here's a story time. I met a guy years ago. Great guy. Super educated, good looking, African American. And his name was Michael.
Mhm.
And he told me, I don't know, we were talking, and he said, well, that's not my real name. And I said, what? Oh, it's not? And he was from Atlanta. Yeah, he was a big executive. And he said, yeah, that's not my real name. And I said, oh, what's your real name? And it was like Jamal or so. I can't remember exactly what it
Jamarcus or
was.
something.
It was very cultural, African American culture.
He
And I
switched
said,
it.
so you changed your name? And he said, yes. He said, I felt like I had to in this society
Mhm.
and where I am, and to be more successful,
Mm.
I had to change my name. He said, how many guys in my company have a cultural name? None of them. And I was like, oh my God, that's so sad. I was
Mhm.
like, that's
Right.
awful that a name can actually have that much power.
Right.
And he's like, yes, it can. He's like, always remember that. And I always remembered it. And that's why I really wanted to do this, because I always remembered that. And now, like, I hear names and I talk to people, and it's a little bit more lax now. I think it's more relaxed.
I have a buddy that does that still, that sells insurance. His
Yeah.
name, he's also from Atlanta. His name's Tavares. He
Yeah.
just goes by Jeffrey on the phone. And
They-
he uses a white voice also. He takes it to another level. where he puts on,
Really?
yeah, this really like polished
Yeah, like
white voice.
I think that
Wow.
sucks.
Like that
I think
movie.
it
Just
sucks.
like the movie. Sorry to bother you.
Yeah, just like Sorry to Bother You.
Yeah, Sorry to
That
Bother-
came
right.
out and we were like, TiVo, that's you, bro. And he was like, I know, that's what I have to
That's
do.
unreal.
But it's crazy.
Mhm.
It's crazy
Yeah.
that the society is like that, and it's all in a name.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's
Huh.
you are perceived by your name. I believe that.
Definitely.
And then you have like dual names, genderized, male and female. We have, let's say a girl-
Jordan.
Jordan.
Mhm.
That could be a guy or a girl.
Yep.
Alex, guy or a girl.
Mhm.
So people kind of get a little like, oh, you have a boy's name. Oh, you have a girl's name.
Right.
No, it's my name.
Yeah.
It's my name. And I like, whatever. Then we have kind of I call it the Americana names, the blue
Right,
blood names.
right.
Mhm.
William, David,
James.
Susan, Jane, Catherine,
Mhm.
and then you think of wealth, you think of blue bloods, you think of American, you
Right.
think it's a totally different
Right.
perception. And I think it's like
As
crazy.
to Buffy.
As to Buffy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Buffy's kind of preppy.
Preppy, right?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Buffy.
Yeah.
Buffy
I
would
don't know
be,
that I've ever known a
yeah.
Buffy.
Buffy would be like, Buffy,
Buffy.
I need my water. Buffy.
Have you ever known a Buffy?
I know Buffy.
Besides the
do?
Vampire Slayer?
Yeah, I know Buffy. Yeah. From years ago.
Okay.
Of course she
Yeah.
does.
Of course I do.
All right. Yeah, of course.
So, and then you get names like Dick. Come on,
That's a fun one. It's my
I
grandpa's
mean-
name.
Dick.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like
Richard.
old school though. That's
Oh, for
old
sure.
school thing.
Very
Yeah, I
old
mean,
school,
you don't
yeah.
hear it anymore.
No.
And Richard doesn't go by
Just
Dick
don't know
anymore.
where they
But
would
years
get
ago
Dick
it
from
did.
Richard.
And where'd it come from?
Right.
It's crazy. Anyway, so, society views us like that and judges you a lot of times on your name.
But I think they're doing like you don't hear a young little boy saying, "Come here, Dick." Like you don't hear anybody.
No,
No,
that's
you
what I'm
don't hear
saying.
that.
That's an
done.
old school
yeah,
name.
So that's gonna
That's
be
old school. It's
so-
dead.
yeah.
It's dead.
so
Thank
it's-
God.
Yeah, so it's
I
funny.
think.
It's right.
Yeah. And
There's a lot of dumb fucking names now too, though. A
Oh,
lot of
absolutely.
kids have really
Oh,
pretentious
absolutely
names.
pretentious,
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
Right.
let's go into, does your name fit you? I'm going to start because this is why I wanted to do this. I hate my name, my real name.
Really?
Why?
I have not liked it since the day I could understand it.
What
Is your
it?
real name Elle?
Ellen?
Ellen.
Ellen. Oh, that's a good name.
Ugh.
You don't like it?
It's a strong name.
Yeah.
Ugh. My entire childhood, I was haunted by it.
Okay.
Why?
I would say, I wish my name was Amanda. I wish my name was, Amanda was my favorite. I remember.
That's
I
a
don't
good
know
name.
why. I wish my name was Taryn. I wish my name was, I wished everything else except my name. And then if I heard a good name, I'm like, why didn't you name me that? And then,
Really?
oh, yes. And my father wanted to name me Giovanna. I'm like, I
could've
like
been-
that name.
Could have been Gia. Yeah.
Gia. I
Yeah,
would have
yeah.
loved that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, but Mother Teresa didn't decide to do that.
Ellen.
And then she decided not to. All right, let's not keep saying it, okay? And then she decides not to give me a middle name.
What?
You have no middle name?
No middle name. Were you lazy? What?
What?
Were you sleeping? What happened? What happened when they came with to
Italian?
fill out the birth certificate? What Italian doesn't have a middle name?
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And my last name isn't Italian. I'm not going to say it, but it's Irish. But
Yeah. Huh.
yeah, no
That's
middle name.
Super interesting.
And then she's like, "Well, I was gonna name it. I was gonna give you a middle name of Jewel." I'm like, "That should have been my first name.
Jewel would have been.
Jewel's
Jewel
good
would have
name.
been cool.
Yeah.
Fucking Jewel."
Oh.
Anyway, I am a Jewel.
Like
I'm
you
a
have
gem.
Elle now.
Yeah. So now this.
Great.
So this is what happened. So basically, when I moved to Florida, Italians always shorten names.
Yeah.
Like your name.
Yeah.
I say
Yeah.
Andrew, I'll say Ann.
Yeah.
Like we always short names. It's just a thing. Or I don't know if it's a Northeast thing or an Italian.
I think it's the Northeast.
Is
It's
it a
probably
Northeast?
both.
Yeah.
Big
Northeast
G.
Italian. So we shorten everyone's names. And so everyone always a lot of people call me L. L. And when I moved to Florida, my first job was for this kind of famous hairdresser, hairstylist. And he said, I'm not going to call you that. Your name is L from now on.
Oh.
Go by it.
Huh.
And ever since that day, my name was L.
Okay.
I've never introduced myself any other
I
way.
like it.
Yeah. And
Interesting.
that was like 30 years ago. Yeah.
Huh.
So that's what it is.
Yeah.
I haven't legally changed it, but
Hmm.
because that's kind of a pain in the ass. But
Yeah.
I will one day,
Yeah.
probably.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's funny because sometimes on like a document, it'll be L, like at work or something, and
Oh,
I'm like,
funny.
oh, that's not really my name.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to change it.
Ah, that's
But I'm like, ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about, what's the relationship with your name?
with my name.
Yes, I want to hear this because I've already heard
What do
it.
you
But
think? You know my mother.
Paula.
My mother,
Italian.
sits at home watching All My Children. What do you think?
Oh,
my
that's
name
where it
is
came
gonna
from.
be?
So good.
Erica Kane.
Erica
Oh,
Kane from,
okay.
what is it? All My
Erica,
Children.
From
All My
Susan
Children.
Lucci.
From All My Children.
Yep, from Erica. So, and then Lee. I'm not really sure what. Oh, Lee was my father's idea. So
Mhm.
Erica Lee. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, is Lee your middle name?
That's her.
Is that why we call you Lily?
Lee Lightning.
Yeah,
I
that's
never
why
knew
we
where
call
that
it-
came from.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That makes way
Yeah,
more sense.
yeah.
Okay.
But she told us a story that when she wanted to baptize you, what happened?
The Catholic Church gave her a hard time because of my name.
Yes.
Why?
Because it wasn't Catholic. It wasn't Roman Catholic.
Catholic.
It wasn't an accepted Roman Catholic name.
Erica is not
Yeah,
an accepted
no,
name?
not
really?
back
My
then.
mother said.
I mean, they went to a
That's so crazy.
strict church, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
I mean, I never had a problem, and I went to a Roman Catholic church.
Yeah, no,
I
me
never knew
neither.
this until
Yeah.
tonight.
Hmm.
She told me,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
I know.
Tells me I'm just like Erica Kane. Tonight, she told us
I'm
that.
like, what? No, you're not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Bougie.
I think I'm opposite.
Yeah.
Erica Kane.
I know.
But
All
I
right,
like her.
Andrew, what about you? I know. I love it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
it. I love the story.
I don't like my name either.
Really?
Yeah, I always had the
You
same
don't. Okay,
thought.
I'm going to tell you one thing right now.
What?
You're, to me, when I look at you, I don't think Andrew.
What do you
Okay.
think?
I think
I'm gonna go to
Joshua. I
Okay.
think
Joshua.
Evan. I
Evan.
think, yeah, I like Evan for you.
I like.
Like
I
I
was
think I
always
like a sexier name for
Travis.
you. Not Travis. No,
No, I don't. I never.
sexier name for him.
I'm okay with Andrew now. My whole family calls me Andy, which is fine because it's my
Really?
family. Yeah, and my wife's only ever known me as Andrew. So the first time she went to like meet my family, everybody was calling me Andy, and she was like, "Nobody calls you that."
You
but-
are not an Andrew.
No, and I won't do Andy now because to me that's a kid's name. So I can't. So if it's gonna be anything, it has to be Andrew. But some of my friends call me Drew. That doesn't matter. But
I like Drew.
Drew's okay. I really don't care. I just don't like Andy anymore because I'm an adult.
Yeah.
But yeah, my mom obviously loved the name. It was between that and a couple other ones, and then my middle name is Mark, which is my dad's first name.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Gentilozzi, long ass Italian last
Oh,
name.
I love that name.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, it's so good.
Great last
Okay,
name.
let's get on to Big G because he is.
Oh, yeah.
He's the big one in the
He's
room
the big
right
one in
now
the
with
room.
this because
He's
his
got
name
a
is
sexy name.
Gael.
Gael.
Yeah. See, I always pronounce it wrong.
It's a good name.
And I'm like, I can't pronounce your name, so we're calling you Big G, and that's how I gave him the name, right? That's how it started.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
face facts. Because and I love your mother, but you and your sister, I don't know. I can't pronounce your names. I don't know what I'm like, I don't get it. Can't do it.
Yeah, no, my name, I remember they were telling me why they named me Gael, and it's it's not for like a strong, noble reason. It's because my mom liked an actor named Gael, like Garcia Bernard or whatever.
Okay.
His first name was Gael, and she was like, I like that name.
It's the same as you, Erica.
The funny
Oh,
thing is,
okay.
See?
the funny thing is, my dad was fine with it because Gael was awfully similar to Guile from Street Fighter, and he played Street Fighter. So he was like, all right,
So
that's
he's like,
fine.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's cool.
fine.
That's
That's
so
cool.
funny.
That's cool.
Awesome.
So now another way, like an informal way I like introduce myself, like at least online, is the spelling from Street Fighter, Guile. Because
Sure.
for some people it might be easier
Oh.
to real like
It's like
pronounce it
phonetic.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it
that's
also
cool.
has, like, a
You'll
little
never
layer
forget it
of,
with
like,
that though.
on a nip.
Gael. That's
Yeah.
pretty. That's I won't forget.
And
it.
your sister's name I can't pronounce for the life of me, and like I'm embarrassed when I see her because she's friggin' adorable, and I'm like, I can't say her name.
Edivie,
I'm not going to
yeah.
even attempt.
She-
And then, and how did your mother come up with that name? Because I didn't know this story, and I know your mother very well.
Yeah, she just took her name, spelled it like said it backwards.
Right.
Edivie,
She
Yvette.
took her name Yvette and spelled it backwards.
Oh, interesting.
And my
Yeah,
sister
isn't
doesn't
that
like her name.
cool?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
sister
Well,
doesn't like
Yvette's very artsy. She's an
Yeah.
artist. She's an amazing soul.
Does she go by? Does
that's
your
kinda
sister
cool.
go by anything for short, or is it just Edivie?
No, it's just like for anybody,
It's
it's
a cool
Edivie,
name.
but only family calls her like nicknames and stuff.
Okay.
Hmm.
Which makes sense because I know at least for my name, like half the people I meet don't pronounce it right.
Yeah.
It's usually only like Hispanic people that get it right the first
Yeah,
time.
yeah, I
Oh,
can
yeah.
never get it right.
Is that name Hispanic?
Yeah, it is a
It
Hispanic
is
name.
Hispanic.
It
Okay.
is.
I think English pronunciation would be Gail.
Gail.
But I
okay.
get called all the time. I get too lazy to correct it.
How do you spell it?
Gael?
Oh, yours.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
how you
okay.
spell your name.
yeah,
G
Gael.
A E
Yes.
L.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why
I
people
would have
say
spelled
Gail.
it way.
That's
wrong.
why I can never pronounce it
Yeah.
because I think of the
That's
way
why I
it's
like
spelled.
the Gael. The G.
Yeah,
Y,
the
E,
Street
L.
Fighter spell.
Yeah.
I
Tight.
can remember it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right, Big G.
Big G.
Okay. So, do you think your name fits you? Do you think cuz my original name doesn't fit me, but my name L fits me.
Yeah,
I
I think L makes
No.
sense
Everybody
for you,
does.
for sure.
I named my daughter Taris It fits her.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that name.
it's a good
Terrace.
name.
Terrace
Yeah.
is a good name.
It is. It's a
Yeah.
great name. I'm sorry. And you can
How'd you get that name? That's a different name.
Okay, I made it up. Like when I was pregnant, I went through all these names. I wanted to name her Taryn because I always was obsessed with
Okay, I
that
like
name,
that too.
Taryn. And then somebody I know had a baby, and she named her baby Karis with a K.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Like
That's a
Paris
good name
with a K.
too. Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, that's a cool name. And then I was like, Taryn and Karis. Taris.
Terrace. Yeah, I like
Made
it.
that up.
I made it
Very
up.
good. That's
Pretty
a
sweet.
very good name.
How do you
Isn't
spell
that
it?
sweet? Taris, like
Perfect.
Paris with a T.
Yeah.
I love it.
And a lot of people go, Paris. I'm like, no, with a T.
Terrace.
Get it right.
I like it.
Yeah.
Erica, I think Erica fits you really well too.
I do
I think it makes
too.
sense.
I like Erica for
Yeah.
you.
I think it fits.
Andrew doesn't fit you again.
Yeah.
Gael,
Yes.
is it Gael?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's-
It
What's your
fits
name?
you.
I think it fits. Yeah.
It fits you.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Do your, and I'm sorry, I might ask you, does your friends call you Gael or do they call you
Yeah, they call me
Guy?
Gael.
Okay.
Yeah.
They do. Well, you need to tell them you're Big G and pass out your business cards. that I
Yeah.
gave you.
I do pass out my business cards.
Better.
From
Your
time-
business cards say Big G on them?
They do.
Sick.
You didn't see him?
No, I
Oh, you
didn't
gotta
see
give him
this.
one.
Tight. Yeah.
Yeah, I put Big G. Okay. What
Love
else?
it.
What else? What else? What do you think? Culture. All right. What do you think culturally? Like, okay. What about nicknames?
Mhm.
That goes with culturally, culture, society, whatever. Nicknames. Some people identify themselves more from a nickname than they do.
Did you have a nickname?
I mean,
than
my
Al?
father gave me a nickname, but
What was it?
that was different. Onion.
Oh,
Okay.
Onion.
All right.
Is that crazy?
I was Ericy the Cherokee.
Oh, that's cute.
That's
Onion
cool.
because he said my head, like I had
And Onion.
my mother I didn't have much hair, so she used to put the little badoop.
Oh,
The whale
the top-
spout? Yeah.
Yeah, the whale spout.
Yep.
And so he's like, you look like a little onion with a little shoot. coming
Ah,
out."
that's cute.
So he called me Onion.
I
And he
like
calls my brother Buddha because
Okay.
he had a Buddha belly when he was little. He used to sit like a Buddha and his belly would stick out. And he's like, yeah, he calls him Buddha. And then he calls my other brother Johnny Cash.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's a good one.
Only because he has a lot of cash.
Ah, that's very funny.
Or he'd call what else? Jake, or he had a lot of
Funny.
nicknames. He had a lot of nicknames. Yeah. He had a lot of nicknames.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. But they were like cute and funny. But I like that.
Yeah.
Did
A
you have
lot.
any nicknames? Do you guys have any nicknames?
I get
think they're cute
called-
and funny, and like they bring me like
You
Warmth and joy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's not really a nickname, but I get called Gent a lot at work because it's the start of my last name.
Well, that's
so instead
cool.
of Gentilozzi, everybody just calls me Gent.
Gent.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I like
Do you did your mommy and daddy have any nicknames for you? Big G?
Not.
Come here.
I don't think my mom has a nickname for me. I don't think like if she does, she hasn't called me in a while.
Yeah.
But my dad, his nickname for me is just Bub.
Bub.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I hit people with Bub a lot.
Yeah.
Bub.
What's up,
Yeah.
Bubs? Yeah.
That's
Bub. I call Tara's Bunny. Bun.
Fun.
Bunny. Bun.
That's
Bun,
cute.
bun. Bunny. Bun. Bun.
Yeah.
All right. What else?
Hmm.
Anything else? Anyone have
My dad
anything
calls
to
me
add?
dad.
What?
What?
My dad calls me
Oh,
dad.
let's talk about the All right, let's talk about the Italians. We totally forgot about this. Oh, we got to backtrack. Okay, and the Italian, and I've noticed it's in my family. Like my cousin's name, Barbara. She named her kid Barbara.
Yeah.
Mm.
Instead,
Oh, right. They
and
the
they
women.
also, how men name their kid Anthony
Yeah.
Jr. But in the Italian culture,
right.
Italian American, and even in Italy, they name their daughter
Mm-hmm.
after them. Not
the mom.
not even their first daughter. It could be their second daughter.
Yeah.
But they do that.
That is interesting. I
Isn't
guess
it?
that's
Yeah.
a specifically Italian thing.
Yeah, it totally is.
Uh-huh.
And I've noticed it with a lot of Italian, even recently that I've met. Like they name their daughter the same name,
Oh,
and I'm
that's
like,
funny.
that's an Italian thing,
Right. Yeah.
right?
That's so crazy because you
Is-
can't
yeah.
put like a junior on it. So you're just
No.
like, I'm Barbara, that's Barbara.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Little Barbara, big Barbara.
little,
yeah.
little Barb. Yeah.
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 It's crazy,
Huh.
Little Barbie.
right?
Little Barb.
Did you find that? Because you're
Uh,
Italian.
Yes, we had it in our family.
Yeah, and you're from and she's from Rhode Island. Like
Yeah.
I know it's crazy, right?
Yeah, it
Where are
is
you from?
funny. Rhode Island.
Oh, you are too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
It is funny, huh?
Mm,
So,
Hmm.
I know. But I love the nicknames too in the Italian
Yeah,
culture.
for
too.
sure.
Mm.
Eckie, they called me.
Joey Bag of Donuts.
Knucklehead.
Knucklehead.
Knucklehead's an old one. I haven't heard that in a minute.
Knucklehead.
So do you think that, culturally in this society now that people should really think about what they name their children,
Yes.
or should they not give a fuck?
No, they should care. It's important that
I
your
think
kid has
so.
to live with that.
I
all
think
these,
so
like,
too. That is
new-
like my big thing.
Yeah, all these new like names parents
Newfangled
are giving
names.
their kids.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, your kid has to live with that their
Yeah.
whole life.
Yeah.
Like, don't be selfish and try to make yourself seem interesting by giving your
Exactly.
kid that name.
Like,
he has to
giving your-
wear that.
Yeah. Like naming your kid
Yeah.
Tree.
yeah, or so
like,
whatever.
Like
Yeah.
Cloud.
Mhm.
Like come on.
Cloud Jones.
Come on, Cloud Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
you
mean,
gotta be
no.
you gotta be careful. Like I get wanting to have like a not so standard name, but at the end of the day, like just throw in a James or a Michael. Those are always going to be good. Like
Always
just
gonna
do
be good
that.
for their career.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true. It's so crazy now though.
Yeah.
And it's still to this day, even though society has changed and we've accepted so much, it's still there. It's
Yeah.
prevalent. I'm telling you, I notice it all the time.
I
It's
guess
crazy.
everything changes though, like the way, like because that new generation is going to work their way up. The older people will die off. It was the same thing when I was growing up. People always told me, they were like, you can't have tattoos. You can't get fucking like tattoos on
Right.
your forearms and
Right.
all that shit. But everybody my age now
Now has
are
them.
in
Has them.
positions of, high ranks
Right.
in businesses, and we all have tattoos.
Right.
Like, so with names, it'll kind of be the same thing. It'll just continue and it won't seem so weird anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vice President Tree.
Yeah.
Vice President Ocean.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ocean's actually a cool name. I don't dislike that.
I don't know.
I like the name River a lot. I
Oh,
think
I do
that's a
like
it.
new
Oh, I can't
agey name.
stand
You don't
it.
like it?
No.
No, and
Oh,
I
I
knew
like
a
it.
little kid named. Oh my God, no.
What about Forest? Forest is a
Come
cool name.
on.
No?
No.
No.
Okay.
All right.
It's not a name.
What's your favorite name?
Oh my God, my favorite name? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I have a lot.
I love Jordan. For a
I
girl.
love that name.
Mhm.
I love Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan's
Or
a good name.
Jordana.
Yeah.
But that's a
For a
little
girl.
cultural.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah, Jordan I like.
Yeah.
I like
If
that.
we're not having kids, but if we were ever to have a kid, if I was to
Yeah.
have a boy, I think I would go with James. I
Uh-huh.
just like that name a lot, and it can be James, it can be Jimmy, it can be
I don't
Jim,
like Jimmy. I like James.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always liked that name. It's traditional. It's just nice, and
Yeah.
it'll be an easy time for him in life. It'll
Exactly.
it'll never be a
You'll never
thing.
have a problem.
Exactly. It'll never be an additional thing.
How do I
he has
spell
to
it?
think
How do I
about.
pronounce it?
Exactly.
Right.
Just James.
Right. Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You gonna have a little Gael?
Gael, what do you got going on? What's your
Would I have a junior? I don't think I would name my child me. I like my name too much to share it.
That's
I would,
fair.
I would probably do something like Hispanic.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You would?
I'm trying to think. There is a good like a name that isn't Hispanic that I do like a lot. I like Caesar a lot.
Oh, that's a cool
very
name.
Caesar's a
I love
cool
that.
name.
I like that
For
name.
Sure.
It's very strong.
Yeah.
Very strong.
And I do have a story about how this one teacher tried to correct my name, correct in
Yeah.
in quotes. I was in like 3rd grade. I remember the substitute teacher's name too, Mr. Curtin.
Mr.
Awesome.
Curtin, you're in trouble. We're finding you. Where do
Way
you
to
live?
go, Curtin.
And he was hardcore for no reason. Like he would be yelling at the whole class, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
One time he was doing roll call
Cute.
and he would go, he went Gail, and I was like,
Ah.
oh, it's actually Gael. He's like, no, if it was Gael, it'd be spelled like this. It's spelled like Gail. I was like,
What?
I was in 3rd grade.
You were in third
Yeah,
grade.
I
You're
can't
like,
stand up for
what?
myself. I'm like, oh, okay, that's me.
I hope you went home and told your mother.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I did. I think
Oh,
I might have
cool.
told like years later. I think I might have told my dad. He was like, "That's messed up. How do you do that?"
I named you after
"Oh."
a Street Fighter character. So
Exactly. Oh my God.
that's funny.
All right. Good talk. Good
All
talk.
right, good talk.
Good talk. All right. Where can everybody find us, Andrew? We're going to wrap it up.
Okay. So on YouTube, it's Lifegasm Podcast. On Instagram, Lifegasm_podcast. It's going to be the same on TikTok, Lifegasm_podcast. And then on X, it's just Lifegasm Podcast. Also, Facebook, Lifegasm Podcast.
Yeah, there you go. Like, follow, download, please.
Shares.
Give us your shares. Give us your comments. Give us your questions. DM us.
Mm-hmm.
We're always looking for guests and topics. Also, we take everybody into consideration. All of your suggestions.
Yeah, reach out.
And
Reach out.
thanks for Lifegasm team. Let's do a quote of the day.
Quote of the
Gasm-
day.
Well, quote of the day.
Day.
Gasm. I've renamed it Gasm of the Week, but and I didn't memorize it, so I have to look it up. Sorry.
All right.
All right. Gasm of the Week is: a person's name is to him or her the sweetest and most important sound in the language.
Oh,
In any language. In any language.
Walk off
Sorry,
on that.
In any language. Oh,
nice.
shit. Sorry. All right. I'm going to say it again. A person's name is to him or her the sweetest and most important sound in any language.
There we go.
Love it.
Love it.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Tune in
everyone.
next week. Thank you.
Bye.